All right, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Wrestling Mates. Me, Amit, back with Jonathan, my tag team partner. As you said, John, the YouTube Championships. What was it? The YouTube
Yeah,
Tag Team, the YouTube Tag Team Championships right here.
yeah. Besides world tag champs, we the YouTube tag champs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just got to get a belt. I got to replace this belt with the YouTube one pretty soon. But
yeah.
hey, Elimination Chamber is right around the corner, happening in Toronto. But I think they pronounce it Toronto. So that's what I keep hearing. But
Yeah,
from
Toronto.
Canadians, you pronounce it Toronto without the T. But hey, man, we're right around the corner now. Next Sunday is Elimination Chamber. And Honor, how hyped are you? How excited are you for this chamber match, man? Like, what level? Are you super excited? Not so excited? Where are you at?
For the actual chamber matches, I'm excited. But when it comes down to like these other unsanctioned matches, yeah, those are like, I don't know. It's like, I feel like they just threw some people together and said, okay, y'all. Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll talk about it, but yeah, okay. Like KO, Sammy, we in Canada, so I guess y'all can do
Yeah.
the 200th match y'all had together, and Trish
Yeah.
Stratus still wrestling. Yep.
Well, Canada, right? So, yep.
Oh, yeah. Okay, another Canadian. Throw
Yeah.
her in there, but
Yep.
you,
I'm surprised Chelsea Green missed out. Chelsea Green's like the young Canadian, like that you would think would be who they'd be propping up a little bit more, but she's not in the Elimination Chamber. I don't know. Maybe she has a segment. Oh no, I think they announced last time that she's gonna have a match on the SmackDown in Canada. So that episode of SmackDown, she'll have a match. Okay,
yeah,
cool, whatever. But yeah, it's not the same as the PLE, right?
Yeah, same thing with Gunther and all that.
Yeah. We had was it
Cody.
Ludwig, right? When Ludwig was on the Berlin show, was that the one where they did the same thing? Like I think Ludwig didn't get a match at Bash at Berlin, but he got a match on the SmackDown, like the night before. So and he was German, so that was sort of a similar situation for him. But yeah, we're gonna go through the men's and women's chamber matches. But I gotta touching on that point you mentioned, man, about hype levels and stuff like that. Last year, I want to read to you what we had happening last year in Perth. So my country down under. I'm not from Perth, but it's still Australia. Technically. Last year at the Elimination Chamber in Perth, we had a kickoff show. WWE Women's Tag Team Championships with Asuka and Kairi Sane, the Kabuki Warriors, versus Candice LeRae. I think this might have been one of the last kickoff shows. Like they don't do that stuff anymore. And the reason why they did this match was because of Indy Hartwell, who is Australian. She's actually Melbourneian as well, so she's from the same place I'm from. But she is. They had that match for her, basically. I feel like that was a kickoff show. Then you had the women's elimination chamber. You had Becky Lynch, Naomi, Tiffany Stratton, Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Bianca Belair. You had the men's tag team championship. Damian Priest and Finn Balor versus Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. I don't think we've seen Tyler Bate since then. So we had that. And then the last match was the men's elimination chamber with Drew McIntyre, LA Knight, Kevin Owens, Bobby Lashley, Randy Orton, and Logan Paul. I will say, man, last year sounded so much better to me. Like, just, even though, like, at that time, the tag team championships were not as important, I still feel Damian Priest and Finn Balor held that championship better than anything since then, which is not necessarily a good sign because, like they were good with the championships, but they weren't great. But it's just been downhill since then. So it's not been great. And even the, the Women's World Championship, I forgot to mention, Rhea Ripley versus Nia Jax. So we had some decent matches last time. This time around, as you mentioned, man, it's like just the two chamber matches and then one grudge match, I guess. And as you said, common foes and friends with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. And then you have one that's just, this deserves to be on SmackDown, to be honest. Like this match, Tiffy and Trish versus Nia Jax and Candice. That's a SmackDown match, man.
I mean, I don't know, like Tiffy, she has like I don't know, it's like when you think about wrestling, just straight wrestling, like I think when it comes to the women, you think of like Io Sky, maybe Bailey, who else?
Liv Morgan as of late.
Yeah, I feel like all the entertaining wrestlers are in the chamber match.
Yeah.
And it's like the other match, this tag match is just the scraps. Like, okay, the lesser talented wrestlers are in this tag match.
In a way, I kind of agree with you. Yeah, like Trish Stratus, like she's one of the best to do it, but at this stage in her career, like
she's like 60 or
it's
70.
from a like this is a very different Tiff. They're very different Trish. I'm getting these names mixed up, but very different Trish. Nia Jax has been on every PLE. It feels like at this point, like like it seems like she's just overworked or something like that. Like it's becoming to the point where I wouldn't mind Nia Jax to take a bit of a break so we can actually miss her and let her come back. Candice LeRae, I feel like hasn't found her footing in the WWE like main roster. I used to like Candice on the on NXT, but she hasn't had that same feel. So yeah, I do know I know what you mean, but let's go through the two chamber matches where, as you said, all the sort of entertaining wrestlers. At the moment, let's start with the women, and then we're gonna work our way up to the men. Let's talk about the match itself, the in ring. What we expect, like the women's elimination chambers have normally been pretty good in terms of the in ring entertainment from memory. Like even last year when they had the elimination chamber, I remember it being pretty good. So this year, Liv Morgan, Bianca Belair, Bayley, Naomi, Alexa Bliss, and Roxanne Perez making her PLE debut after not her PLE debut, her non-Royal Rumble PLE debut. I'll put it like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, what do you think about this match? Are you excited for these 6 competitors within the ring?
So I'm more excited for the freaking women's chamber match than the men's, because the men's, I mean, I don't want to jump the gun and start talking about the men's, but the men's, like looking at who's in it, I see some good spots from Logan Paul and Seth Rollins, but after that, like it's just gonna be some storytelling. But Liv, Alexa Bliss, like Roxanne, you already know she's gonna show out.
Yeah, definitely.
Naomi, she's been like stepping up her game like a lot when it comes to wrestling. Bianca, she always like, yeah, she's gonna have the longest spots in the match. But yeah, that match is gonna be insane. Like I don't care anything about story. I just want to see some good wrestling when it comes to that match.
Yeah.
I
think so. I think you're right, and that's probably like there's a lack of story. If you compare it to the men's one, the only story I can see looking at these names on the screen right now, Bianca and Naomi, the 2 tag team champions, who dancing around while Jade is in surgery or whatever. Like, like I keep seeing this every week. Like that's another storyline which I feel like, I mean, that storyline's going on forever, but I hope they amp it up somehow. They're the only 2 people like in this ring that have any story going on. Liv is there. It looks like whoever wins this match is going to face Rhea. Are they going to revisit Rhea versus Liv again after the Netflix one? Like, who else from here is going to win? I'm not sure. But I'm like you said, I think we're going to get a good match. Like, it's going to be fun in the ring. We're going to get some pretty good spots. And we know in PLEs, especially like cage match PLEs, with the exception of the last War Games, which I thought was a bit lackluster. Normally the women's like gimmick matches are normally pretty good, whether it's ladder matches or cage matches. Whatever they're involved with, they always seem to bring it. They seem to put their bodies on the line like a lot more, it seems like, than the men do. So it's more exciting. I think Roxanne Perez is going to have a pretty good showing out because first time in the ring, she's got that mix of sort of high flying ability too. So she might jump off the top of the not the top of the cage, but the top of the chamber, whichever they're stuck in. We might see some spots like that.
Speaking on Bayley and Naomi, do we know if Jade, if her injury is kayfabe or not yet?
No idea.
Because at this point, I'm thinking like she's actually like something's like she's actually hurt in real life. Because I don't know, like I like it's been too long, and it's just like it's getting to the point where they seem like she's like drifting away from the storyline. So maybe in some weeks to come, maybe they just stop mentioning it, and then it's just like Naomi and Bianca. Maybe they lose the title. I mean, the titles to somebody. I don't know.
Yeah. They've been teasing that they're losing the title recently to Liv and Raquel. Like they've been having a few matches back and forth with those two. So
Yeah.
that could be the story that they play out. But with Jade's story, it just seems like I'm not sure if it's kayfabe or not. Like you can't. I don't know what to trust when you read on the internet because everything is. With wrestling, it's even harder because they could always build it into the story. You don't know what's kayfabe, and that's the beauty of wrestling. You don't know what's real and what's not real sometimes. So the only thing that I remember hearing was that I think they wanted to have a Bianca versus Jade match at WrestleMania, but I don't think that that's going to happen. I remember hearing a long time ago that Jade was working with Natalia, like at the Performance Center, to become like more, I guess, become a better wrestler in terms of like giving more moves. Because she's mostly a tag team wrestler at this point. Like I haven't seen her to have a singles match that goes more than like 3 minutes. So maybe they're trying to build up to something because Bianca. We know Bianca's going to bring it in terms of, a one-on-one match and stuff like that. So maybe they couldn't get there with Jade yet or something like that. But I don't know what they're doing. Like it's so up in the air. And I am starting to lose a lot of interest in the story just because it's just been so long. Like I can't even remember when this car crash happened. And when it happened, it was like, okay, wow, I was excited for it. There's something exciting happening,
And
but they haven't picked it up at all.
And they're not giving them any like real in-ring promos. They're just like giving them little small in-between matches segments. But yeah, hopefully we get some news after Elimination Chamber. Because I'll be sad if we don't get Jade and WrestleMania again.
She should be involved somehow, but
no, I was about to say because we got Naomi and Bianca. It's a lot of stuff they can do with that. But I think Liv and Alexa, they may
Alexa, you think?
Yeah, because she's back. She needs somebody to feud with, and I think it's Liv Morgan.
Aren't they teasing Alexa with the whole like White Six thing? They've been showing those glitches every now and then, I think. And her outfit is still like she has a doll and she's still in the character. Like is she meant to go back with the White Six? Are they waiting for the White Six to come back for her to join?
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Those glitches do say like okay, like she is going to rejoin or join for the first time, join the White Six. But I mean, I can see like Bliss and what's the other woman in the White Six?
Nikki Cross.
Yeah, Nikki Cross. I can see them like meeting up and like linking up and then going after Liv and Raquel.
Yeah, I can say that. Yeah, that's a tag team right there. So you have some potential for a belt. But yeah, okay. So I guess I guess that's story-wise. Who do you think is going to win the Chamber? The winner is basically going to face Rhea, Bloody, Ripley.
Yeah, I think everybody's first thought is Liv, but they did that too many times with her and Rhea. But I don't know, Bailey. I don't know. Roxanne. It's either out of Roxanne
from NXT is going to go straight to the WrestleMania like main event.
I mean, just the way they're pushing her.
That would be wild, man. If they did that, if they had the balls to push somebody from NXT all the way, she's not even officially on the main roster yet. So that's kind of wild to me. I'd like it to happen, but I doubt they'll do it.
But that's what I'm thinking. Cause like you got to think which ones will give you the biggest shot factor, and out of everybody, it's Naomi, Alexa Bliss, and Roxanne. So
yep. Naomi, Alexa Bliss, or Roxanne. Yeah, okay. You wouldn't think it'd be Bianca? Bianca versus Rhea, that'd be a hell of a match.
I mean, because Bianca, Bailey, and Liv, they already had like they were already on top for a long time.
Yeah.
So the only three that hasn't been on top that need a push. I mean, because I threw Bliss in there because she's just coming back, so she needs something.
She just came back. Yeah.
But yeah, that's so out of those three, like I'm like 80% sure out of those three, one of those are going to win.
That's a wild take, man. That's probably not my pick. I'd probably, knowing the WWE and how they've been treating everything, I think it's either going to be, unfortunately, Liv. I hate to say that because I don't want to sound like I'm crapping on Liv Morgan. I think she's spectacular, and what she's done in 2024 was just ridiculous, man. Like to take over the division like she did was pretty impressive. But I reckon with the WWE and playing it safe, I think they're going to go with Bianca. To be honest, like I think it's going to be Bianca. Like put Bianca on the main stage, let her go for the title. Is Rhea losing the title realistically? Probably not. So that if Rhea's not going to lose the title this time around, because she just got it back as well. She just got it back on Netflix after she never really lost it. So I feel like they're going to keep the title on her for a little bit longer.
Mm-hmm.
If Rhea's not going to lose the title, it would be good if they pushed either Alexa or Roxanne, I feel. Or Naomi, you're right. Either of those three all the way to the title picture. But I feel like they're just going to play it safe and be like, we want the best match, which is going to be the biggest draw. And of the most popular of the group, it'll probably be Bianca. So I'm going to pick Bianca Belair to go all the way to the championship and then, have a few promos here and there. And then, I don't know, they might mix Io Sky into it as well because there's this random like Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley match after like Chamber, like that's been scheduled already, which is a weird thing to do. But I guess Io Sky's going to get a shot at because she didn't qualify for the Chamber matches. She's getting a shot on a random episode of Raw. Maybe they'll mix it in a three-way, man. Like I don't know, they might do something like that at this point to build up more of an interest in just the women's championship.
All right, so you went the safe route. I went the wild card. I went the safe route.
You went the wild card. I hope you win, man. I hope you are right because that would genuinely get me excited. If they push any one of those three, that would be a surprise. But
I got Ross saying that's the winner.
Man. Wow.
Yeah, I was gonna say it.
That would be wild. That would be so wild. I'd be so happy if that happens though. Following Roxanne from NXT for so long, it'd be awesome to see that. Okay, so you got Roxanne Perez. I have Bianca Belair. Let's see who sort of comes out on top. I'm going super safe. You're going super risky. We're on two complete extremes here, man. No in the middle here for us at all. Let's take a look at the men's elimination card. So we have John Cena automatically qualifying, Drew McIntyre, Chick Magnet Punk, Damian Priest, Seth freaking Rollins, and Logan Paul. Now, I'm just going to say, before we sort of talk about predictions and stuff, this is a pretty good card, man. I'm pretty, in terms of like in-ring, this is pretty exciting. Like, this is a hell of a card. Like, I mean, it's pretty good. Last year, as I mentioned before, was pretty good too, man. Drew McIntyre, LA Knight, Kevin Owens, Bobby Lashley, Randy Orton, Logan Paul once again. So Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre are both there again this time around. But yeah, this year with the addition of CM Punk and John Cena, Seth Rollins, and Damian Priest, yeah, this is it's a good card. It's a good card. What do you think, man?
Yeah. I don't know. Just like I said, I'm more of a fan of the women's side. So when you go to the women's, then you look at the men's. Like, yeah, it's like they're more popular. Like you got Logan, John, Punk, Seth, Drew. Like it's like I'm scared. Like I don't know. Like I said before, like Logan and Seth, they're going to be doing most of the work. Because I mean, maybe Damian Roman. I mean, Damian, Logan, and Seth, they're gonna be doing all the work. But Drew, Cena, and Punk, they're just there for story. They'll hit their finishers, but after that, they're just gonna be laying down most of the time. But
yeah. When you say that, I mean, the first thing that's come to my mind is John Cena. Like, I mean,
the corner of the
guy. But we saw what happened at the Rumble, man. The frog splash from Dominic Mysterio took him out for like 15 minutes. Seth, I feel like, is going to do a lot. I feel like Damien's going to do quite a lot too, because Damien is someone in here who doesn't have much of a story. Like in terms of like his story is still being built out. Like it still feels like he's fresh off leaving the Judgment Day. You know, he's still finding his way. So he's not really going to have I can't see him being in the title picture at the moment at all. So I feel like he's in there more for just, pure wrestling and, the big strong man. He might have some cool spots. I think he's done the Chamber a few times. So he's either on the Chamber or he's on War Games or a mix of both. He's used to these closed encounters. Logan Paul, the most hated man on the internet. I feel like he's definitely going to be there for the heel heat. He's a out-and-out heel out of everyone here. Seth Rollins I think is he's going to be great in the ring because Seth Rollins is fantastic in terms of wrestling. But yeah, I feel like when I look at story here, it's probably Drew, CM Punk, and Seth are going to be having their mini feud that they always sort of, the back and forth that they have. So that's cool to see that. Story wise, probably, John Cena, CM Punk are very strong in terms of story because of, chasing the championship and chasing the WrestleMania main eventing and all that stuff. So those two, I feel like John Cena and CM Punk are going to be the ones that are probably going to be like towards the end. In terms of the ring, you do bring up a good point in terms of the in ring. Like, I do feel like a lot is going to rest on Seth and Logan and Damian. I mean, I love Drew as well, but Drew's going to be like, there's so much going on for him because there's going to be, as soon as CM Punk comes in the ring, CM Punk feud. As soon as Seth Rollins comes in the ring, Seth Rollins feud. They're going to have the face off, the 3-way face off, and all that stuff. So he's going to be occupied with that a little bit. So yeah, I don't know, man, but I still feel it's going to be a good match. But yeah, there's a lot going on. I feel like there's a lot going on in this chamber.
It'll be a cool moment to kind of, they kind of did with Roman already, where Roman had to decide to go after Cody for the title or go after Seth for revenge. So, like, what if they have a moment with Drew where he's like, okay, Punk is down, Seth is down. Which one I hate the most? Which one I want to take out the most?
Yeah. I could say that. Yeah, they could do something like that. But yeah, I feel like, a lot of story, a lot could happen. Who's your prediction for taking the winning spot in this one?
Yeah, I think Logan is just a filler. Yeah, he's just there, he's just a filler. So I don't got him.
I mean, he'll be there for the viral moments, right? So he'll be in there to take his camera out, record something, get 100 million views on YouTube.
So somehow get a prime bottle inside the chamber. They feed it through the chain links.
Yeah.
But so I think the guaranteed like last three is John and Punk. I think because it'd be too obvious if they do last three, John, Punk, and Seth. That'd be too obvious. So I feel like last three, I got John, Punk,
and Drew.
Nah, Damian.
You think Damian's going to be in the last three? I mean, yeah, it's not a bad pick because that's something that's a little bit unpredictable.
I mean, maybe. Oh, hold up, maybe Drew.
It won't be Logan. At least I hope it's not Logan.
I mean, that would bring some heat. That would bring like enough, like, because like, having like a heel ending the match.
Yep, that's true. CM Punk and John Cena are both mega baby faces. Like CM Punk's massive baby face right now. John Cena's always going to be baby face. So that would actually, maybe make sense to have him there just to be. I mean, Logan was the last 3 or 4 in the Royal Rumble. So it's not like it's going to be. He doesn't have to. He could still be there to generate the heat that's required. So maybe he is going to go deep into the chamber, man.
Like the way I see it, like because the fact that he already announced that he's going to be like full time, like he needs that push. So, all right, John, Punk, and Logan last three, and I'm thinking that if John loses, does he still have a shot at WrestleMania? Because it's like it's already written that he's going to be in WrestleMania. So we just got to figure out how does he get there. Because if he loses this, like there's no other way he can get in, right?
I mean, he could have a match. It wouldn't be a title match anymore. So they'll build a story for him or something like that. So that's the only other way. That's the only other way he gets into WrestleMania. It just won't be a title match. So they might do a Logan versus John Cena feud or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what the story is there.
I see that happening. I see like he's not because he can't win the title and then retire. So it's like you said, he's definitely gonna have like a story based match, but nothing with a title. So I see John losing, Punk winning. Yep, that's it.
Yeah, okay. yeah, that's not a bad pick. I mean, I'm thinking it's either going to be John Cena or CM Punk that's going to take it. Like I think Logan Paul could be there towards the end, like we just talked about.
But do you see John taking a title chance away from somebody else though?
So
because
he's
like
gonna have to face Cody. It's got to be against Cody. You mean taking it away from somebody else?
yeah, because
Um,
after
yeah.
WrestleMania we never see John Cena again. Like that's what's happening. So I
No,
don't.
he's going to be there for the rest of the year. It's not WrestleMania is not his last one, is it? I think he's scheduled for this whole year, not just WrestleMania. I think the what's it called? WrestleMania is not his last like televised event. I think 2025 is his last year wrestling, which kind of makes me think that he might, because I know that they're setting up this whole SummerSlam 2 night thing, and that's going to be like another WrestleMania, like mini WrestleMania or WrestleMania Light. So they might look to use John Cena as like the highlight there instead of WrestleMania this time around to try and push that up a little bit more. That's the only other thinking. But yeah, WrestleMania is not the last time we're going to see him. He'll still be around.
So okay,
I think so.
because
Correct us in the comments, guys, if we're wrong. But
yeah,
but I think that's the case.
yeah, because the way I saw it, like, because it seemed like they this whole story is built around PLEs. Like last time at Money in the Bank, last time at not Money in the Bank, but last time in Royal Rumble, last time in Elimination Chamber, last time in Mania.
Yeah, I just looked it up now. Cena said in a press conference, Cena said he will stick around WWE and WrestleMania will not be his final match.
Oh,
So he'll have a farewell tour. So yeah, a farewell tour. They're gonna have like John Cena's final match, whoever he faces, and they'll do a whole bunch of other like John Cena related things, which are just sort of WrestleMania based. So yeah, so it's not like it's over if he doesn't get the WrestleMania spot here. They can use another PLE to build it up more. I think SummerSlam is probably going to be the one. If John Cena doesn't win this time, he's gonna get a chance at SummerSlam, I think. But yeah, that I'm probably going to agree with you, man. I'm going to think it's probably CM Punk if that's the case. Because, if CM Punk's whole story right now is that, yeah, he wants the main event, WrestleMania, the one thing he's not done, the reason he came back, like, if he doesn't get it this time, like, it's getting to the point where, look, I don't want to talk about age here, but like, he is up there in years and CM Punk can still go as he's proven to us. But I don't want there to be a situation where CM Punk is too old and he can't actually put on a main event anymore and gives us a really like lackluster match. At this stage, I feel like CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes would be a pretty good match at WrestleMania, I feel like. And whoever else they want to add to that, if they do another three-way thing or something like that, I don't know. But yeah, I'm probably going with you, man. I'm going with CM Punk winning this one.
Yeah. Yeah, because even if like you just confirmed like he's stick around after Mania, like I see him going out as like the way he started as the underdog. I see him going out that way. So I see him having like a lot of losses, and then maybe towards the end he wins. Yeah,
I see that too, man. I see that too. So yep. So we both have CM Punk in agreement this time. The last for the women, we're in like complete opposites. In the men, we're just like focus. This is like the A-Town Down, right? Sometimes they're on the same page, sometimes they're not. So
yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm pretty excited for the match. I hope there's some surprises. I hope it's a good match. I feel like WrestleMania needs this event to be good. I feel like if this event is a letdown, oof, this is the last chance I have with these. This last PLE before WrestleMania. After this, it's just Raw and SmackDown, and yeah, as of late, especially SmackDown, has been a little bit lackluster.